Hello fighters! Rustmarrow here, and today we're going to be opening a booster box of the strongest, Team AL4. So of course, as the name suggests, this booster box contains the 4 clans used by the members of Team AL4 from Full Fighters, which are Shadow Paladin, Pale Moon, Dark Irregulars, as well as Murakumo. So let's get into our first pack. We're starting off with a Shadow Paladin card. Sorry about my pronunciation bugging out here and there, because I'm not really used to it, because I learned the wrong pronunciation of Shadow Paladin when I was a kid. So here we are starting off with a Murakumo rare, which is the Stealth Beast Million Red. That's pretty nice. I really like his effect from the show. And okay, right after that we are getting all of a sudden a Grade 3, which is going to be a double rare from Murakumo, which is the Twin Blade Swordsman Musashi. On Vanguard and Rearguard, when this unit attacks, if you have more Rearguards than your opponent, this unit gets power plus 5k for the battle, and if your opponent calls Guardians from their hand to block the attack, you have to call at least 2 each time, so that's going to prevent the opponent from easily escaping the attack using Kanzen Guard, and there we have some triggers to end off. So that was pretty nice. Like, to be very honest with you guys, like ever since the beginnings of Vanguard, Dark Irregulars and Pale Moon have been 2 clans that I've like never really had much interest in. So I have to say that for this booster, I really am much more leaning towards getting Shadow Paladin as well as Murakumo cards. And we're starting off with Right Arrestor, very nice, just need to get Left Arrestor now. And now Dark Sage Charron for Shadow Paladin. Oh wait, that's a foil? Oh no, I couldn't see it properly through the camera, so I thought it was just a rare, but we just pulled a triple rare in the form of the Dark Sage Charron. When this unit is called to a rearguard circle by the effect of one of your cards, you can Soul Blast 1 in order to countercharge 1 and give this unit power plus 3k for the turn. So that's going to be very compatible with the V Series Shadow Paladin's superior calling abilities to get more rearguards onto your field. I think that based on what I've seen on YouTube and from other people who play Vanguard, there's currently quite a bit of controversy around the brand new V Series Shadow Paladin. First of all, everybody was like really looking forward to this set because Shadow Paladin is of course one of the most hyped clans, but the reviews of the effect so far haven't been too great. And now we have a rare from Dark Irregulars, which is going to be Grish Despoiler, and following that we have a rare for Shadow Paladin, Cursed Lancer. Alright, and back to more triggers, both heal triggers, and I believe that is 3 packs down, and we actually pulled 1 double rare in our first pack and a triple rare in our second pack, so that's quite intense already. Alright. But I mean, with the new pack format that they switched to in the later half of the G era, like it's much more likely to get, it's much more easier to get like a foil in 1 pack compared to like the old card game foil rarities. And now we have a starting presenter, a rare for Pale Moon, and here we have a double rare for Pale Moon, which is going to be Jumping Jill. So Jumping Jill is going to be a double rare. When she appears on a rearguard circle from the soul, you can move another one of your rearguards into the soul in order to call a unit that is not Grade 2 from your soul to one of your back row rearguard circles. So typical Pale Moon stuff right there. And here we got a new front trigger for Murakumo as an XL clan. Alright, so 2 doubles, 1 triple so far. I really wonder what our VR is going to be. Like, worst case scenario, I get Golden Beast Tamer because that's the one I want the least. I still wouldn't mind like No Life King Death Anchor because he looks really cool. And now we've got our Left Arrestor ready to pull off our ZANBAKU combo, and our rare is gonna be our Kanzen Guard, Grade 1 Kanzen Guard for Dark Irregulars. Here, draw trigger and front trigger for Pale Moon. 2 XL clans in this set. Alright, but of course the number 1 card that I'm really hoping to get, I have to say it really is a Phantom Blaster Dragon, because even though I'm actually not going to play Shadow Paladins, like it's always cool to like own Phantom Blaster Dragon. It's like one of the coolest cards in the entire franchise as a whole. And okay, our card is gonna be for Pale Moon, a rare, the Grade 1 Kanzen, followed by another double rare if I'm not wrong, yes, and it's Doreen the Truster, another old and familiar card. When one of your cards is sent to your soul by one of your card's effects, Doreen gets power plus 5k for the turn, and this is per card, so if you do a soul charge through, the effect will stack twice, and Doreen will get power plus 10k. So if I'm not wrong, this is quite a similar effect to the original Doreen as well, just scaled up to match the V Series, so it's much more powerful now in terms of the actual numerical values. Alright, and now we're getting more Shadow Paladin cards. Like, I mean, of the 4 clans, Shadow Paladin just has to be the coolest one in this set, man. And Nitro Juggler is gonna be our rare for Pale Moon, followed instantly by another double rare, and it's gonna be a Greed Tree with the Protect Gift marker for Dark Irregulars, and it will be Demon Eater. On Vanguard, when your Guardians are retired, you can send them to your soul instead, so this way you can soul charge just by protecting yourself. On Vanguard and Rearguard, when this unit attacks, you can counterblast one and send one of your other Rearguards to the soul. If you do, draw one card. During this battle, this unit gets power plus 10k, and if you soul blast 10, you can make your opponent unable to call sentinels from their hand. So Kanzen Guard blocking, and wow, this is a pretty nice looking front trigger for Murakumo, and a draw trigger for Dark Irregulars. So, oh, I mean for Pale Moon, yeah, that was much more of a Pale Moon card, not Dark Irregulars. So I believe we are pretty much halfway through this opening already. We've only got 1 triple rare so far, but we've seriously seen a lot of double rares. So let's see what our next foil is gonna be. And our next rare from Pale Moon is gonna be Midnight Bunny. Alright, and oh! So here is our VR or Vanguard rare, and it's going to be the Dueling Dragon, ZANBAKU. On Vanguard, once per turn, you can counterblast one and soul blast one. If you do, search your deck for a card with Arrestor in its name and then call it to a rearguard circle, then shuffle your deck. During this turn, this unit gets power plus 5k. And if you have a right Arrestor and a left Arrestor in your rearguard circles, during your opponent's next right phase, they cannot write a Great Tree into a card that is Great Tree or higher. So we saw this vicious combo in the anime recently when Kyo used it against Goki, the Grand Blue user. So that was pretty sick. I find it really cool that they decided to bring like the ZANBAKU combo with the left Arrestor and right Arrestor as the like main key card, the main key Murakumo Vanguard for the first Murakumo deck in the V series. But I guess it makes sense because I believe this is what was used by Kyo in the manga. And our first rare in this pack is going to be a Murakumo Grade 1 Kanzen Guard, as well as Werewolf Ziga for Dark Irregulars. Very cool looking card, remember him from the old days as well. And then our triggers. Moving on to the next pack, it looks like we've got about 6 packs left. Alright, so we've got our VR already. Unfortunately, wait, hold on a minute. I guess that still means I think we still have a chance to pull an SVR if this box decides to be lucky with us. So I'm still gonna hope for an SVR. We've got a Pale Moon Grade 1, a Kanzen, followed by another right Arrestor rare, and then triggers. Alright, I'm gonna start speeding up a bit because I think we've gone through most of the cards in this set already. But that's pretty good. I mean, no Phantom Blaster Dragon, but the second one I wanted to get most, Dueling Dragon ZANBAKU. Always cool to get a card with like a English text on its name, like The End, The Blood. And here we have a rare from Shadow Paladin, and it's going to be the Dark Mage Bite Car. I mean, sorry, the English name is very different from the Japanese pronunciation. And up next we've got a double rare from Shadow Paladin, and it's going to be Blaster Rapier. On Rearguard, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have 3 or more units with Blaster in their name, this unit gets power plus 5k for the battle. On Rearguard, when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, you can counterblast one. Your opponent must choose one of their Rearguards and retire it. So very fitting for the new Shadow Paladin sort of playstyle and mechanic. But I just have to say that I really love the fact that there are so many Blaster cards in the V series since they are following the manga now. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I got into Vanguard, one of the key things I was really interested was like in the lore of the cards themselves, the lore of the Planet Kree. So I really love all this like Blaster stuff. Alright, and then here we have a Dark Irregulars rare, which is gonna be the Blood Sacrifice Lust Spend. Alright, and a rare from Pale Moon Midnight Bunny again, and 2 triggers over there. And we are left with 4 packs. So we've still got a chance to pull an SVR, I believe. So let's pray and hope. Alright. Alright, finally got that pack free. Now let's see what we get in our 4th final pack. And our first rare is going to be for Murakumo, the Stealth Beast Bloody Mist. And oh yes! Now this is a really cool card that I wanted to get. It's going to be a double rare for Murakumo, and it's going to be the Hidden Stealth Dragon Mandala Lord. Covert Demonic Dragon is its title in English. When this card appears on Vanguard, you can counterblast one and soul blast one. Choose 2 of your units and then search your deck for 2 cards with the same name as those 2 units, so 1 for each. Call them to rearguard and then shuffle your deck. On Vanguard, once per turn you can put a card from your hand into your soul. During this turn, all of your units that have the same name as this unit gain power plus 3k. So Mandala Lord is definitely, I think, one of the cooler looking Murakumo cards and definitely one of the cooler looking dragons in the entirety of Vanguard. So he's always been a card that I really like for its artwork, so it's really nice to pull him here as a double rare. Unfortunately, he's only a double rare, but I mean, he's still pretty damn cool. Alright, and now moving on to one of our final packs. Our first rare is going to be the Dark Mage Badhab car or Bibe car. And up next, looks like this is a triple rare. And it's going to be a grade 2 for Dark Irregulars, Gwyn the Ripper. When this card appears on Vanguard or Rearguard, Soul Charge 1, and if you have 10 or more cards in your Soul, you can on top of that counterblast 1 in order to choose one of your opponent's Rearguards and retire it. So Dark Irregulars gonna gain those pluses and effects of having a lot of cards in your Soul. We only have 2 cards left remaining, so here's the second final card. Let's see what we get. Alright. And our first rare is gonna be Blood Sacrifice Lusben for Dark Irregulars. And next is gonna be our third triple rare, I believe, Nightmare Doll Alice for Pale Moon. When this card appears on your Vanguard circle, you can call up to 1 Workeroid from your soul to a Rearguard circle, and that unit gets power plus 5k for this turn. On Rearguard, at the end of a battle in which this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 and move this unit into the soul. If you do, call a unit from your soul to a Rearguard circle that is not grade 3. So, yep, more Pale Moon stuff right there, but I think it's really interesting how Alice is like designed to be playable on both the Vanguard and Rearguard circle, because I think that's going to be quite a useful card in the Pale Moon deck, although I guess the high rarity sort of reflects that. So I believe that might be all of the foils we are getting, but who knows, they might just give us, I'm not sure if we have all the double rares yet, and our first rare is going to be from Dark Irregulars Prisoner Beast. And come on! And it looks like we're not getting anything. Our next rare is going to be from Pale Moon Magical Box Streamer. And lastly, we've just got 2 last trigger units, and that will be all for this booster box opening. Here we have our 3 free gift markers, and we got a Protect marker with No Life King Death Anchor, looking really awesome. I swear his artwork is like one of the best in the V series so far. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and let me know what you guys think about this brand new booster box in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for future Vanguard V Series booster box openings on the day of release. Our next release will actually be the V Mini Booster Psyqualia Strife on September 28th, but actually I've been thinking of not opening it because it's mostly reprints. But before I make a complete decision, I want to hear what you guys think. So if you guys think that I should open that box, please let me know in the comment section down below. And with that, hope to see you guys in the next Vanguard video.
Counting all the nights that never seem to turn to days. The tears that we cry just won't whenever fate doesn't matter.